Hey there in YouTube land. Thank you for being with us again this morning. I am Reverend Penny Honey. You've arrived at Unity of Flagstaff Spiritual Center here in Flagstaff. Now, I don't know where you're at, but I certainly know that it is time for an amazing day, and we're grateful you're here to share yours with us. Anything that you want to know about the community, of course, you'll find on the website at www.unityofflagstaff.org. And share this YouTube channel if you like what you hear today, or share it if you don't. Either way, we appreciate your ongoing support. You can go to that website, you can donate there, and of course you can find out what's going on here in Unity of Flagstaff Spiritual Center. Blessings, my friends, and thank you again for being with us. Namaste.
Miss Trina, would you grab a microphone and come on up? Good morning, everybody.
How graceful.
We're going to ask if you're comfortable with it. Stand and join us in Daniel Nahmod's Swing Wide the Doors. I think we have lyrics. Yes, and Trina's going to lead us.
Thank
With
you, Matt
Matto.
and Trina. Woohoo! Welcome.
Swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. Swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. I'm not holding it back anymore. I'm gonna shout it out loud. I understand now what I'm here for, and what this life is about. It's about love, it's about laughter, it's about comfort and smiles. It's about love, it's about kindness, it's about hearts open wide. It's about love, it's about passion, it's about taking a chance. It's about love, it's about service, it's about lending a hand. Lending a hand. Swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. There's a voice that I've heard for years. I've learned to keep it inside. it's coming out loud and clear. I want a deeper light. It's about laughter, it's about comfort and smiles. It's about love, it's about kindness, it's about hearts open wide. It's about love, it's about passion, it's about taking a chance. It's about love, it's about service, it's about lending a hand. Lending a hand. Swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine.
Say good morning. Welcome. Say good morning to each other, and then we'll come back together. Amazing, Matt and Trina. All that rehearsal, right? All 5 minutes. I love it.
Tap, Trina.
All right, we're starting to herd the cats. Here we go. Find your ways back to your seats. Thank you. I love it. Good morning. Yes. Don't you love it when the room feels like that? I do. All right, class. Here we go. I know. You know, we go a whole week sometimes. Sometimes we go 2 weeks or 3 weeks and we don't see each other. So, yeah, big collective hug, right? It's good to be reminded in the eyes of other people of our own divinity, isn't it? And when was the last time you sat in a room that everybody in it was seeing yours? Your light. Yeah, that's where you're at. I hope that's okay. I'm Reverend Penni, honey. You landed at Unity of Flagstaff. Thank you for being with us here this morning, and thank you to our YouTubers out there. Wave at the camera. There we go. I'm going to say this because this is going to play into the message a little later. All are welcome. And recently I've been saying that's not a slogan, it's a principle. And then I had to wrestle with it for the last week and a half. And we're going to talk about that in a little bit. Hey, if you're here for the first time and you got one of those cool little blue cards, that's our blue card of propaganda. Would you please drop it in the offering bucket, because as it comes around, we'd like to be able to stay in connection with you. And I will guarantee you, you will hear from me, and then you can say, stop it. Or not. But we do like to stay connected. And I had intended to have a little pile of papers out there. Did we get, yeah, we did that. We did that. Selena took care of it. There she is. Selena did it. So, yay, Selena. You know, I know it appears that I would be the easiest person in the world to follow around and read her mind, but I'm not. This one has learned the trick. Yay, her. Yes, round of applause. Yeah, I can't even tell you how different a Sunday morning can feel for me because I have that kind of help. So I appreciate your support with that. So out there you'll find a little piece of paper and it's a comment for the minister. Drop it in the basket as it comes around or drop it in the basket out there, whatever. But I really do. I am looking for comments. And yes, you can use that little piece of paper that's on the chair if you want to use that also. Again, there was a basket outside. The reason I'm doing that is because we've been doing this together now for about 6 years. And do you know that there comes a time, sometimes in a week, that I think, what have I not said to those people? Because I do a lot of talking. And then I meet with you one-on-one, and then I tell stories, and sometimes I think, did I already say that? So what I'm looking to hear is, what do you want to hear? Talk to me. Yeah. All right, and we are here, as you know, to support you in prayer. Unity is founded on prayer. Affirmative prayer, meaning that we see through the appearance and we see the good in the situation. Does that mean it feels good in that moment? No, and we're not here to say it should. What we're here to do is to affirm with you that whatever you call it is greater than whatever it is that you're facing. And we're going to affirm that with you. And you can do that by asking a prayer partner. Have any of those in the room today? Raise your hand if you are available for prayer today. Thank you for that. Also, 1-800-NOW-PRAY. Put it on speed dial. And we have a prayer box over there. Write it down. It'll be held in prayer for 30 days by our prayer team. Then it will be held again for 30 days, or simultaneously, actually, with Silent Unity. And you can always contact me here at the center because the center's phone follows me. So it doesn't matter if I'm here or not, I'm here. It's quantum physics at its best. 2 places at one time. So let's take a breath and let's do a little opening prayer. How about it? Are you guys warm enough, cold enough, cool enough? How you doing out there? You okay? All right, let's take a deep breath. Oh, I love that. Thank you, Matt, for giving me a little backdrop there. I appreciate it on this opening prayer. This is a picture of a humongous hibiscus, literally it was like this big around, that I took when I was in Ajijic, Mexico. And as you got toward the center, you realized there was a duplicate of the flower inside that little yellow piece. Infinite, as are we. Take a breath. Greatest prayer, and the only one required, as Meister Eckhart likes to remind us. Thank you. Thank you. All the moments and all the things and all the actions that it takes to get right here, right now. We wrap them in light and we say thank you. We'll be back. Because right now I am present to this moment. Right here, right now. All is well. And we know that for ourselves and each other. And we hold that. We hold that for those across our planet. Thank you, Spirit. And so it is. And so we let it be. Do you guys ever start to say something and you get lost in your last thought? Does that ever happen to you? You know, where then you have nothing. Then that's when you walk back to the kitchen and say, now what did I come in here for? When I am in the room with you and we are connecting at that level of spirit, it's like all of that just fades away. And, you know, Sunday mornings are full for me. So I just want to acknowledge that. I want to tell you thank you for that. Yeah. All right. So now we're going to do prayers and gratitudes. You know, as I said, we love affirmative prayer. As I said, we will hold you in that. And during this time, it's fine. We'll find it. It's okay. All is well. There we go. So, here we go. There. Thank you. We just had some energy going on, and we just had to kind of settle down a little bit. It's probably my energy. So at this time, what we do is we pass around the microphone. We appreciate people remembering that God knows the details. And we ask for prayer. And we also give our gratitudes. And if you have a celebration or two, right? We're open to that. So thank you for sharing that in this time. All right, so now I think the conversation was, where's the other microphone? And look, here it is. All right. Would somebody like to help me with this? Thank you. And I think Daniel would like to speak. Daniel would like to speak. Thank you. Yeah. All right. Is it on? That's all right. The people on Zoom. YouTube.
My friend in Camp Verde has a dear close friend her whole life, and she had thyroid cancer recently and had her thyroid removed. That all went fine, except for she has cancer in both lungs now. So some prayer for that. Her name is Jen. If you could pray for Jen on this recovery. Thank you.
And we feel that, don't we? We feel that empathy, so I want you to have that for a moment. Take that in. Got it? We feel that, don't we? It feels scary, and it feels sad. It might even bring anger. I want you to feel that now. Now I want you to pull that into your heart. And I want you to see how, when that is transformed into an affirmative thought, that Jen is whole and perfect, that her body knows how to heal, and only the highest outcome is she aligned with. And so it is, and so we let it be. Yeah. See how powerful you are? You see that? All right. Michael, I think you have the microphone.
Michael has the microphone. Hey. What a deal. Listen, I am just so grateful that Dixie and Alan and Helen came out with me yesterday to where we could pick up the bullshit alongside the interstate. We have the cleanest mile on the interstate.
Yay!
I don't mean to be too president.
And you know, Michael, I wondered where all of that had gone, and now I know it went to the interstate, right? We do appreciate those that are in that form of service. Unity of Flagstaff has been doing that little stretch of freeway for how long? Long time, right? Long time. Just renewed it, and we will be more diligent about letting you know further in advance when we're doing that. And thank you, Michael, for always driving the truck on that. We appreciate it.
So I'm thankful for having a vacation with Faye. We went to Coronado Island for a week. And we did something that was kind of cool. With technology and new thought and all that, this guy, Reverend Robert Brzezinski, came up with an idea to do 100 days of visioning about our national election. So every morning we get a phone call at 7 o'clock from a different new thought minister. And it's a little 2-minute prayer with a spiritual quality like love or healing or whatever around the election. So it's like we're connecting up with, I'm sure, hundreds or maybe thousands of people around the country with that. So it's been a really neat way to kind of start the day. We were both listening to this little phone call in the morning.
We celebrate that. And I just want to let you know that Steve sent that to me. It was in 2 newsletters, and it's on the website. So if you want to know where that link is, go check that out. Thank you, Steve. Cool feeling, isn't it? The coming together of hearts. Our minds are never going to align with each other more than likely, but our hearts can get there. Right? Thank you for that.
Good morning. I would really appreciate prayers for my brother, Daniel, who is struggling with sobriety, and he has entered rehab again, and we're really hoping he has the strength to work his way through it this time.
So let's just bring Daniel into our mind's eye. We are affirming that he is one with the strength of the universe, that he aligns his thoughts and his actions with his highest good, and only the best guidance and knowing does he discern. We see him healing. We affirm peace around him and for all those impacted. And we give thanks that this is done. And so it is.
So I have a quick plug. I'm going to be offering a class on how to work with energy and money. And as we are all talking about energy here in this community, I wanted to offer a space, and it's going to be a Zoom class so that it's going to be easy to access. But we want to learn how to not necessarily just look at our checkbook and see what's not there, but rather, how do I elevate my energy to attract more? And so it's really about tuning into your energy versus a bookkeeping class. We're going to meet once a month because changing our habits means we have to practice in between. So it's a 6-month class, but we're only having 6 meetings, and then each month you get to practice, because that's how we change our energy. So I'm going to have some information outside. Come talk to me. And I look forward to doing this with you guys.
I know. Isn't she cool? Thank you, Selena. Wow. Turning energy into money. Oh, yeah. All right. Hang on just a second. Yes, Miss.
Yes. I just wanted to say a gratitude for everyone here. I was just feeling really inspired this week, preparing for the performance that I'll be doing after the service. And as I was getting ready for it, I could just feel a lot of energy of love around me. And I needed it. I needed it. And I'm so grateful that it was there and that you're all here. Thank you.
Carolyn, we love supporting you. She's having a fabulous storytelling, poetry, kind of interesting performance after service today, and there will be refreshments, so join us for that. Okay? Thank you for that.
Hi. Oh, I've
Hi,
never talked in
Kaylee.
a microphone before.
Oh, baby, light it up, dude. Hey, you know, Kaylee, I say this congregation proves how courageous they are because every Sunday they give me a microphone.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I have a gratitude and a prayer. So I'll start off with my gratitude. I'm just grateful for life. I have been going on lots of bike rides, and that has just changed my life completely. And tango, I go dancing Mondays and Wednesdays, and school's about to start. I can't wait. And then I leave for Phoenix today after service, and I'm just so grateful for everything. And then the prayer, next Thursday at NAU, they have a job fair. And I am praying and hoping that I can find a job that kind of interests me, because the job I have right now I'm very grateful for, but it's not very fulfilling. So I'm just hoping I could get some prayers. Just maybe something will be there that's like calling my name.
Oh, now this girl knows how to make a request. I want a job and I want it to call my name. Now there you go. Now you're in the right consciousness. Now you're doing it. It's calling your name, and you will easily discern it and hear it to be yours. It's already done, darling. That momentum that you're building with that joy and all that energy, it's right there. That is Spirit expressing through you, and we are celebrating that it is done.
Thank you. Thank you.
I've got a prayer, a gratitude, and a plug. Thank you for your time. I have a prayer for my dear friend Victor, who just a couple days ago lost his father. So that grief and struggle and pain, I would pray for him to have comfort and grace at this time. My gratitude is that since I was last year, I have graduated nursing school and I'm gainfully employed at the psychiatric hospital at the Guidance Center. So prayers for protection too, please. And then my plug is that there is a musical event next Monday, the 26th, at the Murdoch Center from 6:30 p.m. to 8. It's songs for peace and unity in this most trying time. We have 3 individual performers, and then the Threshold Choir will be doing a sing-along, and Cape will be leading circle singing. So it should be a really beautiful, heartfelt event. And we would love to see any of you there. I'm going to send the digital flyer to our Reverend Penni, so she will pass that along. Thank you.
Yay. Think we could use some of that in the world? Yeah. So I just want to bring Victor into this space. Yeah. Grief is a toughie. So we just bring him in with us. He is enfolded in light. He is held in the knowing that there is no separation. As deep as he feels this loss, we celebrate the depth of his love also. And never further than a thought or a prayer away can he be from his loved ones. And we release now anything that prevents us from knowing the peace that resides within. And so it is, and so we let it be.
I have so much gratitude in my heart. I'm so thankful for my beautiful family and for some great supporting friends and prayers at Unity, and for my life in general. Things are just amazing. And I need to throw in a plug. NAU recruitment fair. I won't be there. I may have a job for you. Find me.
That's how it works.
And that concludes our service today. That's what I'm talking about. That. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I have a gratitude and I have a prayer request too. The gratitude is that over the last couple of weeks at Jacob's Hope, I know you guys have been praying for them. They have continued to get enough donations to stay open through the month of September, and they just about a week and a half ago they got a pretty big donation from Blue Cross Blue Shield. So that's going to help with all the moms that we've got 3 babies right now, which is a big deal. And we've got more babies coming and more babies coming in September. So I want to thank everyone at Unity that have either donated, shared it on your Facebook, talked about it, because prayers work and we know that. So I have a prayer request. I wasn't supposed to be up here this week because I'm spending some time in Phoenix. But there was a house that went on the market last night, and it's the house that I have been praying for me to buy up here in Flagstaff. So prayers for that, if it's meant to be. So I put an offer in on one about 3 weeks ago, and I was bummed that it didn't come through, but this one is in a lot better shape, and I wouldn't have to do as much to it, and I think I can get it for the price I want. So thank you.
How many people can see Dawn getting that house? All right. We are affirming that only the highest and best comes to you. We are affirming that you see it and know it. And we also are affirming in advance, with great gratitude, all the good that is yours by divine right is yours now. And that's true for all of you. And so it is.
Penny, I'm just going to sneak one in.
Please.
14th of September in my backyard, I'm hosting a house concert with a gentleman who has a unity spirit, and he believes that music is how to heal the world, and he's going to perform from 5:30 to 7. So mark your calendars.
All right. And we'll have flyers, and that information will also be on the website. And that website is unityofflagstaff.org. There you go. All right. Thank you, Matt. Anything else? Take a deep breath. What a cool morning, huh? You guys rock. Yeah, you guys rock. Here we go. So we know that God knows, and we let it go. And so it is, amen. Yeah. And if you will please affirm with me our unity principle number 2. Human beings are divine at their core and therefore inherently good. Short version, humans are divine. There you go. And now it is my joy and my pleasure to bring Miss Ivana Fitzgerald to the front. She is going to lead us in meditation. Could somebody get the lights, please? We appreciate that. Yes? Thank you.
All right, I invite you all to settle into yourself for this meditation journey. Take some deep, relaxing breaths. Imagine yourself as a plant in a garden. What kind of plant are you? Feel gratitude for your soil, for the mycelium that bring you nourishment, for the minerals in the dirt, for the water that helps you grow. Are you in rich, moist soil by the riverbank, or do you thrive on the rocky terrace? We all have different needs, different gifts and capacities, and different environments that help us thrive. Feel yourself as you grow towards the sunlight, your gratitude for the rain, for the wind, for the birds that pass you by. Feel yourself receiving the nourishment you need to grow and to thrive. Now take a bird's eye view of this garden and notice all your friends, those who are like you and those who are not. The garden is more beautiful because of the diversity within it. Accept in your heart that most beautiful truth, that there is unity even in diversity, that our diversity is our strength, and that you have a place in this beautiful garden, and so do your neighbors. Om Namo, Om Namo Shivaya, Om Namo Shivaya. All one heart, beat as one together, beat as one this moment. All one song, sing as one together, sing as one this moment. Om Namo, Om Namo Shivaya, Om Namo Shivaya. Thank you.
You can applaud. And now Matt is going to do an original, Doors Wide Open. We so appreciate your light. And we appreciate you reminding each of us that that is within us and that it is all connected. Namaste.
That was beautiful. So I actually performed this song once before here, and at the time I didn't really know what it was about. Sometimes you write a song and you don't know where the words come from or why or what they mean, but now I do, after a conversation with Penni earlier this week. The song's about being accepted for who you are, regardless of your race, color, creed, political beliefs, favorite football team, go Cardinals. Yeah, so that's what this song's about. Sign on the door, so come around back. Sign around back, said we'll be right back. So I waited and I waited for a day and a half. Sometimes we need a sign to get on track. Nah, 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 nah. And I finally found a home, and the door's wide open. They said, come on in, my friend, and tell us where you've been. Feed your body and soul, you don't have to go. I found a home, and the door's wide open. So if you find yourself outside looking in, just keep on knocking, baby. knocking again. 'Cause it only takes one, if you know what I mean. Sometimes what you need, it don't come easy. But I finally found a home, and the door's wide open. They said, come on in, my friend, and tell us where you've been. Feed your body and soul, you don't have to go. I found a home, and the door's wide open. The door's wide open. We're gonna have to knock on a door, 2, maybe 3. But sometimes a little bit of faith is all we need. And I finally found a home, and the door's wide open. They said, come on in, my friend, and tell us where you've been. And feed your body and soul, you don't have to go. I found a home, the door's wide open. The door's wide open. The door's wide open.
Matt. You know, we have always enjoyed Matt. We've always enjoyed Matt. And you know, I can say something to him and he'll literally, I'll say something to him on a Sunday afternoon and he writes a song for it by the next week. That is pretty darn incredible. But I just got to tell you, I don't know what clicked, but you are better than I've ever seen you. You are. Right? Don't you think? Yeah. Doors wide open, man, right? I get a kick out of it because Matt and I do write songs and we go back to them and we look at them and we go, what were we talking about? Funny, because when I looked at my notes this morning, that's what I said about this message. So let me just give you a little rundown here. So I get an email. I get lots of emails. But I get an email and it really pinged my heart because somebody didn't feel safe in our room. In our room, here. Yeah, I know. Feel that? Do you feel that? I know. Well, I won't run through all the thoughts I had. But I will tell you that it pinged my heart. And I went to our website and I said, what are we saying? All are welcome. Well, what are we saying? I mean, really. I got to tell you, I have a list of people that if they came to the door, I would say, go away. I would. I hope some of you have a list like that too, so it's not just me. We say all are welcome into our hearts and into our lives and into our expressions. And I found this week with a really much deeper dive than I wanted to take that I wasn't really authentic about that. I had to really look at the edges of my all. I know, feel it? Okay, it's a little heavy, huh? Take a breath. Take a breath. Because, see, all of you didn't get the email. All of you didn't have the conversations. All of you didn't do all that. So I'm carrying that. So now I've dissipated it into the room. You all get a little piece of that. Can you help me process that? What do we mean by all? And then I had this vision that I would really just sit down this morning with you. And I still may. Because I want to be authentic in who we are. I think that is what we really, truly mean by divine expression. Even the pieces of it that I have to look at and say, oh, Penni,
You really shouldn't be that narrow-minded. You really shouldn't be that closed off about that. And I say all the time in prayer, I say, open your mind and soften your hearts. So right now, I want you to visualize your heart. Not only the physical pumping of life that it sustains us in every breath, but the heart that connects you to the beat of this earth. The heart that grounds you into the knowing and the oneness of the universe. Do you feel that heart? Can you see its edges? Can you see it in 3D? Can you hold a thought right now that causes it to expand? I have the best seat in the house. Can you hold a thought that causes us to reach more deeply and authentically to the oneness that we are? Literally one with every element of every handful of dirt that we analyze. We have a lot of the same nutrients and minerals and all these amazing life-giving elements, and we're part of them. And they are part of us. And after all this stuff I wrote, I'm sitting upstairs and I said, you know, it doesn't matter if I don't know how to define the word all. Doesn't matter. What matters is that I have a sense of what it is to be connected, and then I can't not understand the all. So I had a whole slew of things that we can do as a community to make sure that everybody feels all. I even wrote a little set of rules and steps and things that I could guide you to seeing the light of understanding the all. And then I told my ego to take a walk. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And now every infinite possibility and every definition that's ever been available for the word all, I am standing in its presence. I am. I don't know. What's all mean? What's all mean? What's all mean? What's it mean? And every one of you will have a different thought, and every one of those will probably be right. So if that's the goal, just rest in. Whatever you think it is, you're right. Okay, got it? How do you feel now? Oh, man, good. Whew. Can't get it wrong. I don't know. But I got to tell you, this was really a lot of work this week. More work than usual for me. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But I can tell you this, that when I did this little wrestling match with all, oh boy. I mean, that involved an entire website reconstruction, deconstruction, reconstruction. That involved looking at my newsletters and questioning what I meant when I said that and what was the intention and what does that mean and blah, blah, blah. Ah, gosh, you guys, don't get in here. I'm telling you, the committee.
And then I had to go back to that email that pinged my heart. You know, you still got to address that, Penny. You mean if I do all this transformation and all this work on the message, doesn't that mean that's handled? No. You mean if I am the most spiritual person in the world and I do everything right and I meditate and I do all the right steps, you mean that doesn't just fix everything in my life? Want to talk about all? None of it. It doesn't fix any of it until we step into owning what it is for us and how we apply it into life, into our lives. It just isn't going to mean nothing. So I can give you a definition and I can give you a set of rules and I can tell you how we're going to do it going forward here in Unity of Flagstaff, right? But I trust that you are infinite. You are infinite. In your wisdom, you are one with the mind of God. Why would you ever do or say something in a room that might hurt somebody? You wouldn't. You wouldn't. And we all slip up. And we all misinterpret. And I may not see it as offensive, and you may. But the point is, at the core of who you are, the core of who you are, you're divine. And you see that in each other. We see that in each other and we see it in the world. You don't need no stinking set of rules from me. I'm just here to remind you of your divine discernment. I'm here to remind you that you are the expression of empathy and care. I'm here to remind you I still have the best seat in the house because I get to see all of it. Step out into the world today and imagine yourself at the front of the room and look out there. You'll have the best seat in the house. You will see the divinity in all around you. All. Now, you may wiggle a little bit and wrinkle up your nose, and you may not have come from that part of the world, and you may have a hard time believing that, and you may struggle. Good news, huh? And that's okay, because that's just part of our process, folks. That is our spiritual growth. That is what flower do you see yourself as? Me? I'm a sunflower. And I liken that to being so tall. Step out into the world as if you're standing in the front of the room. Allow the all to define itself and expand in front of you. The door is wide open. And the door is wide open. I wonder, here's a really good quote. I am going to use some of this. I am determined. Adam Grant says this: it's hard to keep an open mind if you don't have an open heart. You don't have to agree with what people think to learn from how they think. You don't have to share their identity to be curious about what shaped it. Treating people with civility is a prerequisite for discovery. When we don't try to see the all, we narrow what is possible for us to see in the world and in our lives. It always comes back to it's all about me. It always comes back to that will hurt me more than it hurts them. Me, as for me, my planetary purpose is to behold the divinity in myself and all others all the time, and to create environments where it is safe to express that divinity. And I thank
all the heavens and the names and the gods and the gurus, that every day I feel supported in that. Every day it is safe for me to expand what all is, because I am loved and held in my life. Remember that part. And stretching into all gets easier. I think that's all. And I had a really cool lead-in line to Matt's song. You know, if I'd have been looking at my notes, it went something like this. That where'd it go? Oh, here it is. Does it matter if we agree how being all, or what being all is? The point is to know who you are, to know your divine nature, and to live your life inside out.
'Cause every now and then this world can swallow you alive, break you down a little at a time. But together we can make it right. Follow our hearts deep into the night. Maybe help someone else along the way. And we'll light this world from the inside out. We'll leave the fear and darkness behind. And it's just a subtle glow that grows one soul at a time. If we keep the faith, we'll light this world from the inside out. If we keep the faith, we'll light this world from the inside out. Every now and then, wrong verse, 'cause we have felt the chill of an ill will blowing in. The puppet master, he spins his empty lies. And if we were merely sheep, we would be theirs to keep. But hand in hand, we will make a stand. And we'll light this world from the inside out. We'll leave the fear and darkness behind. And it's just a subtle glow that grows one soul at a time. If we keep the faith, we'll light this world from the inside out. If we keep the faith, we'll light this world from the inside out. And a book by its cover, the gender of your lover, and the color of our skin is not a sin. So put the hate away, we don't need it here today. And we can't go through all of this again. So we'll light this world from the inside out. We'll leave the fear and darkness behind. It's just a subtle glow that grows one soul at a time. If we keep the faith, we'll light this world from the inside out. If we keep the faith, we'll light this world from the inside out.
Matt Devlin. Yes.
Okay, so all those promises I made about that stuff being on the website, Selena's going to hold me true to it. So be sure and check the website. That'll give you a chance to go out there. Not very many people do, I don't think, from here, but not that we're tracking that. And we're not. I wish I knew how, but we're not. So thank you again for being here today. You know, there are a lot of places you could have been today, and you chose to be here. Yep. Yep. So thank you. And I just want to take a moment and celebrate this room. You know, we've seen this room a lot smaller, haven't we, Helen? There are a lot fewer people when we were over at the dance hall, and I just every so often have to stop and look around. Stop and look around. You guys are amazing. Say it with me. I am amazing. I am amazing. Bring those buckets down here. Let's see what we can do with those. We are ready, getting ready for our celebration of abundance. And I love this quote by Anne Frank, so I'm going to say it again. No one has ever become poor by giving. I love that quote. And we appreciate our YouTubers, and we appreciate you going out to the website to donate at www.unityofflagstaff.org. Thank you for that. Or you can always mail it to our P.O. box. Take a breath. What are you looking at?
You're beautiful.
Aw. Wait, what was that? No, I'm just kidding. Oh, and humble too. And here we go. We are abundance. In our oneness, we thrive. We express our oneness through our generosity. Go forward, my friends. I have a couple things I want to tell you. Today, after service, thank you, Miss Carolyn. She is going to, this is certainly not what we thought it was a quote about this experience. So won't you join us here in the center? There's going to be some refreshments. You'd even have a little time probably to run out and get lunch because it starts at 12:30 today. Thank you, Carolyn, for bringing this gift to us. We appreciate it. Hey, now I am telling you what to do. Clean your closets. So we've been doing this, and there is a picture. Is there a picture? Is it, oh, it was earlier, the picture of it? Okay. That's all right. It's all cool. So here we go. So what we're doing is we're cleaning our closets. We're gathering soft clothing, and that can be soft tennis shoes, that can be linens, that can be pillowcases, sheets, towels, et cetera, et cetera. We take them down to Savers. They have a little fundraiser that we do with them, and it's 20 cents a pound we get paid, and it gets put back into circulation, right? So we're excited about that, and we're going to be doing that through August. There is a picture in the hallway. It's on the, okay, on the slide. So we also have an opportunity to, is that on here? Who's running this PowerPoint anyway? Okay, so we also have an opportunity where you can do pennies for pounds, and you can bet on, well, it is not the slide in front of you. Do not look at the slide in front of you. Pennies for pounds, and you can bet, you can buy chances, actually, not betting. Betting would be illegal. I did not say bet. So you can buy chances. You can buy chances, like 1 for $10, 3 for, no, yeah, 1 for 10, what is it? 1 for $5, 3 for 10. Who's running this show? So anyway, you can do that, and it's just an added little bonus, add a little fun thing that we're going to do. And I will put the picture of the size of mound of clothing that we have. What I want you to know is this mound is that high, that wide, when you see the picture, and it is 9 foot long. So, all right, so next Sunday, I'm going to feed our greeters. Greeters, round of applause for our greeters, right? Can you say good morning? Good morning. Okay, you're all qualified to be greeters. Come for lunch next week. We need greeters. We need greeters. We have people that have been doing it for like 4, 5, 6, 12, 18 years, right? So come on, let's help them out. Come on. They need to take a break, and we need new faces, and it's really just about a lot of free hugs. That's what it's really about. All right, let's bring those baskets down here, or buckets. Or what? Those aren't baskets, buckets. Thank you, Sue Mine, for sponsoring music today. Round of applause. You, too, can be a part of our music sponsorship program, and that information is in the foyer. I love it when people remind me of stuff like that. Okay, here we go. I really do love it. And we're blessing these baskets. Go ahead and stand up. You're probably all ready to stand up anyway, right? Big deep breath. Just think thoughts of gratitude. Think thoughts of gratitude. Here we go. Thank you for these gifts. We are grateful. We are abundant. And so it is. Thank you to everyone that made this possible today. As we have said, we are not saying the prayer for protection. We are saying the prayer of protection. Here we go. The light of God surrounds us. We are the light. The love of God enfolds us. We are the love. The power of God protects us. We are the power. And the presence of God watches over us. We are the presence wherever we are. God is, and all is well. Want to do a little swing wide? Sure. Take those baskets away. Whoop. Thank you very much. Here we go. Swing wide the doors.
Swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors, tonight in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors, this heart. Swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors, tonight in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors, this heart.
Create an amazing week, my friends.